Creating a WebEx event with registration. Depending on your account type, whether it be a personal WebEx account or an enterprise account that you received maybe through your employer, you will log in two slightly different ways. This is the personal account login. Simply use your email and password to log into your WebEx dashboard, and this is what you will see. Typically, personal WebEx accounts will not have WebEx events activated as a feature. So for the purposes of this demonstration, we will be using an enterprise account. This is the enterprise account dashboard. And as you can see, I have landed in my personal room. To schedule an event, click the drop-down arrow next to schedule a meeting and choose schedule an event. On the next screen, you will find all of the options for setting up your event. The first field is the topic or the name of your event. This event we'll name test event with registration. The next field is the event password field. It is auto-generated and auto-filled by WebEx. If you change the event password, you must send the password to your invitees and they must enter it before they will be able to enter the event. I recommend not changing the password and leaving it as is. In the far right of the field, there is a circular arrow with which you can regenerate a new password if you don't want the default one that showed up when you opened the event creation window. Directly below that, you can choose the date and time of your event. The next field is where you enter the email addresses of the panelists you intend on inviting to the event. When you enter a panelist email which does not have an internal WebEx account with your particular company, it will show up like this. When you enter a panelist email that has an internal account to your particular company, it will show up like this. And if you click the small icon next to the individual's name, you will get an option to make that panelist a co-host of your event. Directly below that is the panelist password. Same rules apply as the event password. I recommend not changing. By clicking the Show Advanced Options drop-down arrow, you'll be presented with more options. Audio connection type should stay at the default unless you know you need to change it. Entry and exit tone can be changed to a beep to call out the person's name or no sound at all. Below that are panelist mute options. The first option is allow the host and co-host to unmute participants, called moderated unmute mode. I recommend checking this box. It just gives you more control. The second option is allow panelists to unmute themselves in the event. By default, this is checked. If you do not want your panelists to unmute themselves, uncheck it. The third option is always mute panelists when they join the event. I recommend using this option just in case someone comes in and there's some background noise. It would interrupt the event. The next space is the agenda space. Click the drop down arrow and you can enter extra information about the event or agenda items. You may only enter text in this field. You cannot attach a document. The next field is scheduling options. If you click the drop down, more options will appear. The first option is require attendees to sign in before joining the event. If you check this box, only attendees with an internal account to your company will be able to join the event. If you intend on having outside people from the community join the event, you must not check this box or they will not be able to enter the event. The next option is to automatically start recording when the event starts. If you check this box, you will not be able to automatically start the event in a practice session. If you intend to start the event in a practice session, do not check the automatic recording box. A use case for practice sessions is when you want to allow your attendees to join the event early before the actual start time. Yet you want to be able to discuss the event details with your panelists without your attendees being able to see or hear the conversation. Your attendees would join the event and be presented with this message. They would then just wait here until you dropped out of the practice session and the event would begin. If you choose not to use a practice session, you may allow your attendees to join up to 2 hours before the start time of the event. However, if you plan on requiring registration, you may not allow your attendees to join the event early. As you see, when the join before host or early option is checked, the registration option is not available. If you intend to require registration to gather attendee information, leave the join before host box unchecked and check the required box next to registration. When you click the required box, you're presented with a few options. You can automatically accept all requests, or you can automatically accept requests that follow approval rules set by you. I recommend selecting automatically accept all requests. It's kind of a set it and forget it. You don't have to think about it once it's set. The maximum number of registrants is 10,000, but the maximum number of attendees to an event is 1,000. You can also customize the registration form and preview the form from here. You can send out an email reminder to both panelists and attendees up to 2 days before the start time of the actual event. Below that is edit event options. If you click the link, a small window will open, and here is where you can edit the options available to panelists and attendees within the event. Also, the enable closed captioning option is here. You'd want to click this box to enable closed captioning for accessibility reasons. Other options are file sharing and media sharing for attendees. Once you've completed all of the settings, you have the ability to save all of these settings as a template moving forward. You'd simply save as a template, name the template, and it would be available for you to build your events based on all of the settings you've chosen in this session. Once you've named it, click save, and then you can move on to scheduling the event. Go back over your settings, verify that everything is the way you like it. Scroll back down and click schedule. Once you click schedule, a new window will open. In this window, all of the relevant links for your event are contained. All of the relevant information about the event is also here. You have an event link. If you click the small pages icon, it will copy to your clipboard. You could paste it in an email. You have the register link. This is the link you give to your attendees. These are the people you want to register for the event. Copy the link, paste it on a website or what have you. You have the panelist password, the meeting password, and the host key. If you have a co-host who needs to take control of the meeting as host, they can use that host key to take control of the meeting. All of your panelists you enter when creating the event will receive an email with all of this information contained within. Below the join information window, you have branding and registration options. In the registration area, you can manage the registration. For instance, if you required registration to be approved, you would click Manage Registration, where you will be brought in to approve the various registration requests. In the branding section, if you click Edit, you will be brought to the landing page of your registration. In this area, you can edit the theme of your registration landing page. You can change the theme from dark to light, and this is what it looks like. You can upload a logo to the landing page. Where you see the WebEx sign would be your company's logo or your personal logo. You can change the background from what you see, the blurred lights, to any picture you'd like to put there. You can also change the color of the text. If for some reason you needed to go back and add or remove a panelist from the event or edit some other part of the event information, simply hover over and click on the pencil icon in the upper right hand of your personal WebEx room window or dashboard. This will take you back into the WebEx event where you can edit and adjust all the settings that you originally set. When you're done, if you click save, a window will open asking you, do you want to send an update to the invited panelists or registrants, only the panelists, or not send an update email to anyone? Click OK. You'll be brought back to your event window. Next to the pencil icon is the garbage can icon, which is how you cancel an event or meeting that you've created. And the next to that is the calendar edition icon, where you can add this event to your calendar manually. If you click home on the sidebar menu, you'll be brought to your home page with a list of your events. It is possible to start and stop an event as many times as you like, as long as the event has not passed the originally set end time. You can also go in and edit the event as many times as you like. You can also edit the end time to change the event. This has been creating a WebEx event. I hope it was helpful. Thank you for watching.